What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blow Money Best. That's this channel you watching right here. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you want. Give me a heart, retweet on Twitter if you're watching this, and sub to the channel, turn notification bells on, all that good stuff. More importantly, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. You know the vibes, man. The link is in the description of the video and the bio of my Twitter page. All right, quick recap. Nasty day yesterday. 2 hooks basically cost me 3 units. 3 units. 2 hooks cost me 3 units. I got hooked on Laney rebounds. I put that with something else. And Sabrina Nescu hooked me on her 3. She I don't know, 2 of 10. Started off like 2 of 2 or some shit, 2 of 3. Went 2 of 10, hooked me there. And then I had another bet that I absolutely loved with the under that I was telling you guys about, and it just went crazy. It's down in the second half with the it just went crazy. So not the best day yesterday at all, but love the card tomorrow. I love it, but it's like, I mean, it's tough to explain. So we're just gonna kind of talk through it, man. All these spreads tomorrow are, they all opened at the same generic ass number, -8, -8.5. All these shits have moved to -9, -9.5, -10. By tip tomorrow, all these bitches gonna be -11, -11.5, -12. That's just probably what's gonna happen. I'd be lying to you guys if I said straight out that I didn't like all the favorites. Like, obviously, you never want to be this square, and I'm the type of guy that says best square, don't care. But I mean, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? What's so weird about this? The 2 that I fear the most are the Lynx and the Storm. Y'all know I'm all Lynx all day, but it's a perfect letdown spot. You just won 100,000 in the biggest game of the season. It's just a little bit of a letdown. That y'all going into Dallas, they got Natasha Howard back. We could always get buckets. So if I was betting anything that game, it would probably be the Wings plus the 9. But I can't talk anybody off thinking the Lynx beat these niggas by 20. Same thing. Sun and the Mystics. Absolutely love the Sun. Mystics playing their best ball of the year, but none of that shit matters. They ain't playing nobody. And the Sun is the most pissed off they're going to be. Probably the most pissed off they've been the last 2 years as a team. It's the same team from last year. They are embarrassed. They pissed off. They feel like everybody disrespecting them. Everybody was saying a 10-0 record was flawed anyway. So I don't give a fuck if they're on the road against one of the hottest teams in the league. I just feel like they're going to beat the shit out of Washington tomorrow. Good luck trying to score tomorrow, Washington. I don't give a fuck. Lee Edwards is back. Lee Edwards is out. Shakira Austin is back. All this other shit. None of it matters. And I'm the guy who tells y'all to bet Washington. Ain't no way in hell I'm not betting the Sun tomorrow. This is aces. I came on here and told y'all a couple of days ago, or yesterday, a couple of days ago, when I gave out the aces first half full game money line with the Seattle Storm. Now, maybe there's a universe where that bet loses, where the aces bullshit and play with their fool. But of course, I think the Aces are going to win as a 10-point favorite on the road against the Sky. Of course. This is the same Sky team that, let's be honest, should have lost to the Fever. Was down like 10 to 15 points in the fourth quarter against the Fever at home. This is an Aces team that's supremely still pissed off. I got no, if I'm not trying to be super smart. I'm not trying to be super, different. I just got to use common sense. Sometimes you just got to use common sense. Ain't no fucking way in hell. Only game in there. I'm surprised this got out of control. The Fever plus 10. I don't trust Seattle. Seattle is starting to give off Liberty vibes to me. I'm sorry. I'm happy that they, righted the ship against Connecticut, but when Connecticut came out and did to them in that first quarter, I was like, ugh. And they did fight back the rest of that game, but I think the Fever could win that game, but do I think they're going to? No. But at 10-point favorite, I'll probably take the Fever, with all that offense, but they don't play no defense. So I couldn't talk you off of the Storm. I can't talk you off of playing all these motherfuckers on the money line. All of them. I can't talk you off of none of that shit. So look, prepare yourself for what's about to be some square ass bets on this show. I'm not about to sit up here and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I could do it. You already know I could give y'all 13 plays. I can give y'all 13 straights tomorrow between props and all this shit. But I just got to play the common sense shit and keep it moving, man. We have some fun with blunt money bets, but for these straights, I can't reinvent the wheel. Now, I'm not gonna, like I said, I told y'all yesterday, and I told y'all I would bet the -8. Maybe I should have bet with the 8 with the aces because it probably closed at 11 or 12. You know, when the sun opened up at 8, I thought about it. You know, I thought about laying the 8 with the sun on the road, but I opted against it. But the way, you already know the way I'm betting these shits. I'm betting these shits double results. I would bet the half before any of them, and not really. I would bet the half before. I was gonna say I would bet the half before the general spread, but I'm not even gonna say that no more. Because the halves, I'm pretty sure if I can get the first half spread, all of these don't have first half spreads. I'll go over the DraftKings, but I'm assuming the first half spreads are all shaded. Links -9.5. First half spread -6.5. Aces -10. Aces first half -6.5. Sun -9.5. Sun first half -6. Like, you know what I'm saying? Only one that's kind of makes sense. The only one that makes sense that's fair, I would say, is the Storm, and not even that, because their line is going down to 9. So if you wanted to penny pinch or, you know, get the best value, you can shop between these books. Because I'm seeing Fever at 10 on FanDuel, and these just 2 books. And Storm at 9 on FanDuel. I'm seeing Aces that they don't know what the fuck they want to do with that line. That line all over the place. Aces, 9.5 on one book, 10.5 on DraftKings. So these lines all over the place. You know, it's 1 point, but that 1 point is a big difference. So y'all already know how I'm coming, man. That was just an intro, just to give y'all an idea where these bets is coming. I was already on the timeline with the shit. Gave out a couple of bets on the timeline. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, so Connecticut Sun. First half full game and the Aces money line. Unit and a half. Honestly, I could have put 10 units on this, except for it's gambling. And the shit's not easy. If shit was supposed to happen, I was supposed to happen, I mean, this month alone, but in general, the last 3 months, we'd be up more than 70. We'd be up like 500 units instead of 70 units the last 3 months. If shit happened how it was supposed to happen, if just common sense shit happened and not bullshit, you know, like Sabrina Ionescu. And I told y'all, I even posted, I want to see stat pad now. That's why I had to tell my man, Sabrina not like that, y'all. She is not like that. She's a front runner. She don't play no defense. Who gave her buckets yesterday? Bridget Carlton. Gave her ass buckets. Was going on a fast break, pulling up on 3 on her ass. Yeah, you could stat pad when you up 12 against the Mystics with a minute 12 left. Yeah, of course. Throw up some threes, get up some shots. Where that shit was at when they needed you yesterday. Yeah, in the first half, you got off. Second half, would you get a bucket? You get a point? You got a last minute bullshit shot? Typical Sabrina. Nah, man. Now Stewie popped out, but yeah. Nah. But anyway, in my Charleston white boys, nah. This would be a 2-unit, 5-unit, 20-unit mega Maxwell play, all that shit. But I've seen too much. It's gambling. It's gambling. I love this bet. It's one of my favorite bets of the year. Again, how does this bet lose? Washington comes out and shoots 45% from 3. They can do that. Any team can do that. Especially Washington. They've been shooting the ball against the Sun defense. Hell no. Can it happen? Yeah, picks fly all the time. It's the only reason why I'm not up 1 million units. Well, not 1 million, but that's the only reason why we not up triple the units we are. It's because picks, there's been a lot of fucking picks flying lately. So picks fly. But aside from that, the Washington winning streak don't mean shit to me. We don't profited from it. It don't mean shit to me against this team. Again, Connecticut, they should be up double digits at the half. Straight like that. They should be up double digits at the half. They should easily stop Washington from scoring. Stephanie Dolson could go out there and hit a couple threes on big Brianna. I always forget her name. Whatever. Because she be fucking fronting too. But even though I got a bet on her, Brianna Jones, yeah, she get a couple threes on her. But aside from that, it's not happening. Carly Samuelson, and she's good, but she's not like so great. It's not like she played 30 minutes a game. But Carly Samuelson probably gonna miss that game as well, out with an injury as well. So, maybe we get a shock. Maybe Brittany Sykes comes back tomorrow. Who knows? It's the WNBA. Should be out of nowhere. You be thinking niggas is out the whole year. They'll be back next game. Like, goddamn, I ain't want to rev them up or nothing. Or tell us you was revving them up. So maybe Brittany Sykes comes back. I still think Connecticut's gonna bust their ass. Shakira Austin, maybe she comes back. Doesn't matter. She's not gonna play no more than 25 minutes. I don't see a universe where the Sun loses this game. And I think that the Sun's gonna be up at halftime. So Sun first half, Sun first full game. That was a minus 210 yesterday. It can't be that far away from there. And the Aces money line. Again, picks fly. Maybe the Sky beat the Aces. They shouldn't. Maybe they do. But that's what we're here for. We at the end of the day, no matter what nobody tell you, this shit is gambling. This shit is gambling. When it don't wake me up when it's a lot. That's when the shit not gambling no more. Other than that, you can have all the angles. You can get the best price. As you guys seen, we can get closing line value out the ass. And then none of that shit matter. You're still gambling. You're hoping your bet wins, but you're still, I bet you this shit gonna happen. It's a gamble. Unless we know for a fact some shit gonna happen tomorrow, and it's not. So that's another reason why you don't get a bunch of, 3-unit, 5-unit plays from me. But if there ever was one, goddamn, this should be it. So, and again, I'm not gonna have a bunch of bets because they're all gonna start to mirror this. It's gonna be tough for me to take a prop in any of these games straight out. They're all 10-point games. All of these could be blowouts. None of these people could play the fourth quarter like that. You know what I'm saying? So if I do take a prop, I'm going to dumb it down a little bit. And if I dumb it down, I'm going to add something with it. It's probably going to be a 10-point fucking favorite to bring the juice down. It just is what it is, But I can't really bring myself as much down blood money bets. Yeah, I got you on the blood money bets. But as far as putting a unit on something, like putting money on something, shit, I can't with a full conscience bet anything with Alyssa Thomas. That game could be over in the third quarter. She might sit the fourth. We've seen it happen. It's happened to us. And the last time she played them, she only had 7-7-7. Not to just pick her out of nowhere, but because I did do a lot of research for the slate. We've had so much time, and I'm gonna do a little more. But Natasha Howard, maybe her line is too low. So that 15, and that's only because I think that line is too low. But if her line is where it's supposed to be, 17, 18 and a half, I wouldn't be betting that shit as a 10-point favorite at home. I mean, as a 10-point dog at home, you might be sitting on the bench the whole fourth quarter, or at least the last 5-6 minutes. And we need that last bucket. So it's not going to be a lot of plays tomorrow. I already gave y'all a unit play, which was the Aces first half full game money line with the Seattle Storm. All these shits are just going to be a way to try to get action on these 10-point favorites. Will one of them lose tomorrow? Probably. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Should one of them lose tomorrow? No. Maybe the Lynx. Just because, like I said, it's not the best spot. I feel like the Lynx, first of all, there's no reason why there's no games today. What the fuck? The Commissioner's Cup's not that big of a deal. For you to have days off the day before, that all like a all-star mini weekend for this one little ass game. Not that serious. But aside from that, they should add a couple days off. It should just seem like a normal game. I feel like the Lynx might have played like Saturday or Sunday or some shit. And then they got the Commissioner's Cup on Tuesday, and then your ass back on the road on Thursday. It's just an extended road trip. Ain't nothing big happening. So if anybody lost tomorrow, I would say maybe the Lynx, because they've had the least amount of rest. All these teams are super well rested because they done had off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, and some of them probably had off Sunday. Some of them might have had off Saturday as well. So that's just another reason I'm not gonna have a bunch of bets. They are gonna start to look the same. All of them, because I'm not gonna lay again, and this is kind of me talking it out with you guys as well. I'm That's a fact. That's why unit management is always key. And that's another reason why I don't, like I said, a unit and a half play is a big deal for me. It's a really big deal for me, you know. But yeah, this is kind of just talking, not talking talking it out with you guys. So I already know where I want to go with it, but just kind of explaining to you guys and giving you guys my thought process. Like, I'm not gonna bet the first half of these games. They're shaded too much. If I think these teams gonna cover the first half, why the fuck would I not play a double result? If I think you're gonna cover, if I think you're gonna be up 6 or 7 or 8 points at halftime, I would guess you're gonna win that game. I would think that. If I think you're gonna be up double digits at the half, I'm willing to bet that you're gonna win the game. So that's why you're getting a lot of double results out of me. Am I about to lay? Now I told you guys when the aces was -8. Damn, I need to maybe trifecta the aces. I'll take the 8, maybe take the 4.5, but that ship's come and gone. We're looking at 10.5s out here. So I'm not about to lay 7, 6.5, 7.5, 8, where it might end up being. I can't lay that in the first half when I can do something with a first half full game and put it with another 10-point favorite. I can't do it. So yeah, my two bets that I've given you guys so far are super similar. Because to me, those are the most economical way and the smartest way to bet them. Could I talk you off of betting the trifecta for all these games, for all these teams, for all the favorites? Nope. I told you guys the only one I think would be kind of suspect would be the Lynx in Seattle, just because I said the Lynx, they don't have the rest advantage in Seattle. Indy's playing great offense. So if you got a great offensive team, even as bad as they are on defense, you would think that they could stick around. They can be down 15 points with 4 minutes left and backdoor the shit out of that. Once Jewel Lloyd go out, the last 4 minutes of the game, they can backdoor that shit. So yeah, man. That's that. All right. I'll save, I guess, well, I can give you guys another builder. I don't want the show tomorrow to be. I'm gonna probably have a guest tomorrow. See if I can get a guest on the show just to kind of chop it up and talk about give their point of view on the slate tomorrow and maybe get me on a couple more plays. I doubt it. But yeah, so I'll give you guys what else I'll put on the timeline. Angel Reese to get a double-double the next 2 games. I think we lost value on that actually now. Let me see. I'm no mathematician, but I did that Angel Reese. So she has her own little thing on FanDuel, her own little section on FanDuel. And under her section, they got this shit with her double-double streak. All right. Holy shit, what the fuck happened? What is going on? As I'm talking, that's crazy. Well, maybe because her points have gone down. No. Well, yeah, and they probably gonna keep going down. This is fucking wild though. Weird. See, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have played that dumb shit. Either way it goes, actually, we still getting a. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I'm tripping. Hell nah. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have played that shit. So I did Angel Reese to get a double-double in back-to-back games. It's a plus 105. I played that just for a half a unit because I think that she's gonna break the record eventually. But something stink. Something stink. She not gonna get this double-double tomorrow. Something's gonna happen. Because ain't no way. This is Angel Reese double-double. I'm just reading the line. Ain't no way Angel Reese, who's got all these double-doubles in a row, 8 or 9. Ain't no way in hell her double-double went from a minus 260, a minus 250 to a minus 165 now. Hell no. Nah. It's somebody knows something. Maybe it got something to do with this total. I doubt it. Maybe it got something to do with her point prop coming down because I did think her point prop was a little high. I thought I seen 15.5 out there, but I don't think so. I don't think so. But either way, this stink. This stink. So I'll keep it a band with y'all. I would just find so I would do Angel Reese double-double. First of all, you might could just build this shit out. Let's see. Yeah, you can build her double out to 145, which is basically playable. You put that with the Aces money line, you got a plus 108 right there. So I would definitely do that. Nah, John Quill ain't get the call. And I'm glad you said that too, because we'll talk about that. That was not no, it ain't no excuse to, be that bad, but to me, that wasn't John Quill fault. That wasn't John Quill fault at all. Like I said, she could have been much better, but nah, she mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, she could have been much better, but nah, that's not her fault. So yeah, fuck that play in the timeline. Now, if you took it, obviously I put my money on it and all that shit. But you probably get a much better odds on the shit that I put on the timeline. And this is another reason why I be trying to wait to the last minute to push it on the timeline. Um, but I didn't really have a lot of plays. So I'm like, well, let me get them whatever I did. But let's see. Yeah, that's bad. So that's crazy. Ain't no way in hell. I'm telling y'all right now, don't do that shit. Don't take that shit that I put because we was getting value. When I played this plus 105 for Angel Reese to get a double in 10 straight games, her double was like 240. So, and they still have it here for 240. So if you do 240 and 240, you're not going to get plus 105 generally. Hold on. I know generally. Let me just double check. Like I said, I ain't no fucking mathematician, but I bet enough to know what shit hit for. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen the plus 105, I'm like, yo, we getting a deal on that. So we might as well just double, you know what I'm saying? Play the next two games plus 105 because it's just like plus 250 type shit. Now it's 165. Ain't no need to do it in two games back to back. You just do one game, find something else to put it with. I just built it out for y'all right now. Just play that shit. Just play her 10 rebounds, 10 assists, Aces money line plus 108. That's clearly smarter than fucking shit. Now, type of guy I am, I would kind of double down and put another half unit on the double tomorrow, but I'm not. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm shook now. I don't think she getting that shit. Cause it when you see shit like that happens, and I'm not the conspiracy guy, but like somebody knows something. Ain't no way Angel Reese, unless this is a mistake, and name one nigga in the hood that play like that. In my Friday voice. Craig from Friday. Name one nigga in the hood play like that. Name one book that play like that with Angel Reese double. Like we be getting her shit minus 110. I look at the game starting, it's minus 195. I ain't never seen that motherfucker go backwards. And this shit ain't just go backwards from like 240 to 220, 240 to 210. That shit went to damn near straight bet playable again. Something going on. Somebody knows something. So yeah, instead of playing that shit I put on the timeline, I wouldn't even play the 13 games in a row. Just roll it over now. Just roll it over. Play the double tomorrow for 9. Whatever you make on that, roll that bitch over again. Roll it over again. And by then, you already got the plus 500 just with 3 or 4 rollovers. So, yeah, that price changes a lot. So, yeah, that's that. But yeah, I do like, well, not anymore, but I would still play it for a half a unit. As much as I don't like it now, and as much as I think it's gonna be on some bullshit, I think somebody knows something. I still would put a half unit on it. So yeah, definitely play that for a half unit for sure. What else I got? Again, I don't got much. I'm gonna whip up, but I ain't gonna try and whip up too many blood money bets though. But I am gonna whip up a couple more. All right. Here's how I use my boost, and I'll put this on the timeline as well. Shocker. Connecticut Sun, first half full game money line. Las Vegas Aces, first half full game money line. Brianna Jones, who plays for the Connecticut Sun, over her points. So I like Brianna Jones' points. I got a straight bet. I'll probably give it to y'all tomorrow. Shit ain't gonna move. I got a straight bet with her points kind of dumbed down. So I like her tomorrow, but I don't like her. She got this thing against scoring like 20 points. She doesn't like doing it. She does not like, she starts off and then she just literally disappears. So, but if you look at the last 5 centers that have played Washington, from Aaliyah Boston to from Aaliyah Boston to Natasha Howard, who's basically at center. Wait, hold on. I got the wrong fucking team. No, I don't. From Natasha Howard to Aaliyah Boston. I'm missing one off the top of my head, but yeah, Washington been getting dominated by centers. Now, Steph Dolson been doing her thing too, but she's not the best defender of centers, especially, just in general, she's not the best defender. So I think Bree can take advantage of her. She also did have, I think, 14, 12, 15 points, something like that, the first time they played in like 21 minutes, or the second time they played. And she didn't play her full allotment of minutes. Then the first game, she played like 21 minutes and she didn't do shit. But I do like Bree Jones tomorrow. I do like her. Matter of fact, I should have her pulled up, because I was just looking at her. So yeah, her season high is 22, and I mean they probably had to fucking force her to, her thing is she don't shoot enough. That team is not talented enough offensively for Bree Jones to only, for the season, her highest shot attempts have been 15. But for what it's worth, though, her last few games, 14, 18, 13, 12, 18, 11, 13, 15. So she's pretty stable for double digits. Her minutes fluctuate. She can get anywhere from 19 to 30 minutes. Last 2 games, though, 30 and 28 minutes, for whatever that's worth. Last game was 5 of 13. So she should actually score more than she did. And she probably actually went under her prop. I'm not sure if she did, though. And then the game before that, 8 of 12. She had 18 and 7, 8 of 12. So, but yeah, I just like her tomorrow. And as far as Washington, first time she played them, she only shot the ball 5 times, had 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. And the second time she played them, she had 15 points in 22 minutes, and she only shot the ball 8 times. This is the shit I'll be talking about. So, yeah, I do like her if she would like to shoot the ball double-digit times. I don't think she has an issue getting to this 14 points, but we'll see. You never know. So the Sun, again, first half full game money line. Brianna Jones, 14 points over 13.5. Aces, first half full game money line. Angel Reese, 10 rebounds. Shocker, right? And Natasha Howard, over 14.5 points. So we can look at Tosh real quick. Natasha Howard has looked really good since coming back from this injury. Not playing her full allotment of minutes. I actually think she did play her full allotment of minutes last game. Yep, she played 30 minutes last game after the first 2 games, playing 20 and 23 minutes. She's coming off a 26.8 rebound game. Since she's been back, she scored 13, 19, and 26. She's had 3, 6, and 8 rebounds. All of those numbers are going up with her minutes. She was aided a lot. Well, not aided a lot, but she was definitely aided by hitting a couple of threes last game, but mostly from the free throw line. So I think Tosh can get busy again, especially it'll be interesting to see what they do with her. Now, if she's guarding Fee, that'll be a really good matchup. Natasha Howard's pretty athletic, and she is in the post. She shoot a 3. She'd get out there on the break as well. So I think that'd be a good match. She's a really good defender. So that'd be a good matchup for Fee. But if they go to this small lineup where she's basically playing center and Mo Billings is playing the 4, I don't know, man. Elena and Dorka, they gonna be fucking barbecue chicken. I'm telling y'all now. So definitely like Natasha Howard points tomorrow. So I put my boost on that. So plus 900 with the boost. Due to probably Angel Reese rebounds coming down, this shit is probably with the boost, probably like a plus 1,000, 1,100 right now. Excuse me. So yeah, couldn't talk you off that again. Son, first half full game money line, Brianna Jones over 13.5 points. Aces, first half full game money line, Angel Reese 10 points, and Natasha Howard to get 15 points. Natasha Howard plays for the Dallas Wings. All right. That's how I used my boost. And I'll leave you guys with this. It was a plus 14,000. It's a plus 10,000 now. Why not? Just a 20-point lay. I mean, my goodness, we was really close to hitting this shit last time. Speaking of which, how about Mobile kind of doing us dirty? Didn't I snipe that Mobile though? I really sniped that Mobile. So I played under 8.5 Mo Billings points for a unit, or like 7/5 of a unit, some shit like that. 7/5, whatever. 3/4 of a unit. Then I gave out a double at plus 1,000, thinking it would be one or the other. And man, it was definitely one or the other. But she finished with, I think, like 8 and 12, 8 and 10. So like a part of me wanted to win the 3/4 of a unit, but then another part of me wanted to lose that bet. But that's the day I went 9-0. So like I was torn because I'm like, damn, score one more bucket and get this double. That's a plus 1,000. But then I was like, nah, fuck that extra quarter unit. You know what I'm saying? And it really wouldn't even been a quarter unit extra. What happened? Yeah, it would have been a quarter. I like fuck that quarter unit. I want my 9-0. So we'll see what they do tomorrow. I'll be very interested to see what Mobile lines open up at. Actually, let me see if she got some lines now. There are some what's my girl Bridge? Woo boy, I sniped Bridget Carlton shit yesterday. I hate when I put like not enough money on the bets, but here's what this. Also, my dumbass didn't play Bridget Carlton to lead the game in threes. You know, that was unfortunate. And the game leading scorer, I think she was. She went crazy for sure. But I will be looking for, before I give you this last blunt money bet, I will be looking for Emily Inksley. I wonder when we get some good old Emily lines for the Washington Mystics. But like some of her lines. Who else from this Dallas Minnesota Lynx game? Somebody else from Dallas, I can't think. Oh yeah, Mo Billings lines. One Mobile lines for sure. Hopefully those pop out. I'm gonna look at underdog too. Sometimes they be on underdog. And that's really it as far as the lines I'm waiting for. Let me see. Fever and the Storm. Same old shit. What's Caitlin Clark assist? 6.5 as normal. All right. Last blunt money bet for y'all. Just all 20 points, man. Natasha Howard for the Lynx to score 20 points. I think her 15 is a great price right now. Great bargain. Now that I know she's going to get 30 minutes, all things considered, unless it's a blowout. So I like her 20 points. She just scored 20 last game. Kennedy Carter to score 20. Honestly, she obviously can get 20. I think she had 20 last game, and the 2 games before that, she had like 18 and 19. The reason why I chose her to get this 20 here is because I think the pace is going to suit her. And if it's a blowout, that's also going to suit her. She's the type. With Angel Reese, they like getting their numbers regardless. They're going to get their numbers in a blowout. They're going to get their numbers, down 10, up 10. They're going to try and get their numbers, And, whether it's disguised as playing hard or that's just truly how they are. They just play to the end of the whistle. Them girls are going to keep shooting. So Kennedy Carter in what I think will be a faster paced game than she's actually used to playing. Now, she did just play the fast paced Fever and just get in buckets, but same thing. Aces, obviously, a much better defensive team. Are they? They are now, but haven't been this year. But I think in general, they are a much better defensive team than the Fever, but I still think Kennedy can get a dub, especially if she starts off hot again. So Natasha Howard, 20, Kennedy Carter, a dubski. Dewana, shake your Bonner. She's been fucking ass. Drew Lloyd's been fucking trash. These legacy players got me feeling like Kevin Nash in WCW when I was a kid, telling Hollywood Hogan and Ric Flair, get their old ass out of here. It's time for the new blood. Because god damn, these fucking ladies has been fucking trash this year. To the point where I'm scared to bet Dewana Bonner to score 20 points. We're still gonna bet it though. Why? Are we going to bet DeWanna Bonner to score 20 points in this round robin by 3s and 4s, by the way? So if 2 of y'all don't do the job, fuck it. But we need, 3 of y'all to definitely get busy. But why play this DeWanna Bonner 20 points? Pretty simple. I think DeWanna Bonner has got 20 points 4 of her last 5 games against this team. I went and checked, like, damn, is she from Washington or some shit? Nah, she's from Alabama. But, 20 points both times she played this team this season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that out. I don't think I'm mistaken, but I'll check it out. Whatever. You're supposed to just blindly fucking believe me. That's what I'd like you guys to do. Wait, is this DeWanna Bonner? Oh, I was about to say. No, that ain't DeWanna Bonner. That's fucking Natasha Howard. I know DeWanna Bonner ain't have a dub last game. Can't remember the last time she had a dub ski at all. Averaging 16 points a game, hence her point prop of 16.5. Yeah, DeWanna Bonner been fucking ass, bro. Just terrible. Single digits in 3 of her last 4 games. It might be almost time for you to hang this shit up. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It might be time to hang this shit up, baby girl. Now, you started the season with a spark. Was it a spark, though? I don't know. Started the season with a little spark, though. 4 straight 20-point games. Big vibes. Big vibes. Early vibes, And that was shooting terrible from 3. That's when I was thinking, like, DeWanna Bonner going to go stupid because her first 3 games of the season, 20, 22, 22, but she was 0 of 6, 0 of 3, and 1 of 7 from 3. I'm like, damn, if DeWanna Bonner hit some 3s, she could be cashing full ladders out for niggas, right? Wrong. Next game after that, she scored Dubsky on 6 of 12 shooting. Beautiful. An overtime game. Should have had more, but okay. Why are you only shooting 12 times in an overtime game against the Lynx? I don't know, but okay. Then the games after that, 19 and 19. So she started this season immaculately. 19 plus in her first 20 plus in her first 4, 19 plus in her first 6, then the fucking cliff. Not really, though. 12 against Dallas, then 18, 20, 16, 17, 16. So maybe DeWanna Bonner hasn't been fucking trash, like I've been saying. She's just been not the DeWanna Bonner I know that's good for a Dubsky, But with that being said, she scored 25 times this season. 40% of those games were against the team she plays tomorrow. Long story short, that's why we're playing DeWanna Bonner 20 points, all right? Pick this shit up, DeWanna. I'm glad I went back and looked. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Sometimes you got to say this shit like out loud. I love, shout out to Colin Cowherd. He said that shit when I was watching Colin Cowherd like 10, 15 years ago, and I heard him say that shit, and I really stuck to that. Like, say that a lot of times in life, man, when you say the shit out loud, you understand how stupid or how good it sounds. You just sometimes just got to say it out loud. And yeah, I'm glad we just were able to say it out loud. DeWanna Bonner, you've actually had a pretty good season, very respectable season. You've been awful 3 of the last 4 games, god awful. 3 of 10, 2 of 10, and 4 of 13. And let's not even mention the game before that when you snuck and had 16 points on 4 of 16 shooting. The fuck? If we put all this math together, and I always say I'm not good at math, but I actually am. So 45 plus 16, that's 61. So her last 2, 4, 5, she is 12. She's 19 of 61 her last 5 games. Get this shit together. And let's start it tomorrow. Let's start this shit tomorrow with this good Dubsky that you about to put on this team that you already played twice this year. You gave him a Dubsky twice already. Might as well make it 3 times, all right? So DeWanna Bonner, 20 points. I thought I had to do a deep dive into DeWanna Bonner because it was tough for me to hit that button. It was. Because I was this close to doing DeJounte. I think DeJounte has a good game tomorrow. I'll probably bet DeJounte to score 20, and I might do something with her 15. I think DeJounte could get busy tomorrow. I think she can get right tomorrow. But I don't want to bet on too many of them because it's not like they're going to score a lot. And I already like Brianna. I already put a little bit on DeWanna. So but we'll see. And last but not least, Kelsey Mitchell. I didn't cap this at all, so let's cap it now. Kelsey Mitchell. So, Dream, you didn't cap it. Why'd you bet it? Because my eyes, man. Caitlin Clark has not been as aggressive as you would think. She's been choosing her spots, and Kelsey has been being aggressive. Mostly. So Kelsey Mitchell, without me capping this at all, has 20 points in 3 of her last 5 games. And 2 of those games, she had 18 and 17, getting close in all of her games. At least the last 5. She's coming off a game where she shot 5 of 10 from 3, 8 of 18 from the floor. As this team goes and gets better, I think a lot of that has to do with Kelsey Mitchell and not so much with Caitlin Clark. And we got to remember, Kelsey Mitchell is notorious for fucking smoking layups and missing great passes from Caitlin Clark on the fast break. Now, some of those are passes Caitlin Clark know good and goddamn well that her teammates can't get. Like, you're not in the NBA. You throwing, like, it's tough to explain it, but like she be throwing passes that she know her teammates not athletic to get. Because Love, I hate to tell you, you wouldn't be athletic to get some of those passes. Yes, they are great passes, but they're great passes if you're playing with like athletes that can close the gap that quick. You know, you leading somebody, 5 feet ahead of you, that ball gonna probably get out of bounds before they get to it. You just got to know your personnel. So with that being said, I like Kelsey to get a dub tomorrow. Plus, they gonna have to score, and it's not like they got a problem scoring, but they're gonna have to score. Jewel Lloyd will probably be guarding her most likely, so she won't have the annoying Skylar Diggins all over her. So she should be able to get busy. Or maybe Sammy Howell guards. Who the fuck is in their start lineup again? I always be missing who's like the third one. Is it Sammy Howell or is it Hortson? I think Hortson come off the bench. I forget who they 2/3. Either way it goes, I think Kelsey can get a dub. So just to run this back, Natasha Howard to get a dub. I like that. Kennedy Carter to get a dub. DeWanna Bonner to get a dub. And Kelsey Mitchell to also score 20 points. All right. About a plus 10,000 right now. And I'm round robin that by 3s and 4s. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your Blumers bets. Show love, hit that like button, share, comment, all that shit. I'm not going to be a merchant for likes and shares today. You know what I'm saying? It's a laid back day. You're chilling. It's a laid back day. Yeah, man. So, but y'all know the vibe. Show love. Mike Smith said, let's go. Appreciate you pulling up. Get ahead of the slate for tomorrow. Yeah, man. We tried to. We definitely tried to. G Martinez in here. Appreciate you pulling up. Bree said, what's the vibes? Like, comment, share, sub to the YouTube and the court. Please do that. Fahrenheit said up. First day back in the court and up 6U. Shout out to the collective. That's what I like to see. You know the vibes. That's what I like to see. Already locked in all 3 favorite money lines tomorrow. Minus 35 squares. Fuck, but it's smack a look. The fuck. I can't count you out. And it's 3. Oh, well, yeah, you must not have put the links in there. You must not put the links in there. But I did notice that. Like, even right now in the W, you could put in all these favorites. Yeah. Excuse me. If you do it's 140 if you do the Sun, Aces, and Storm on FanDuel. You add the links to that, it's a plus 107. If you do it on DraftKings, oh, these prices are outrageous. Excuse me. You do the same thing there. You get a plus 104, you do the same thing there. You get a minus 145 if you leave the links out of that one. So yeah. And as I look at DraftKings, all of these are double-digit spreads except for the Fever, where the links are at 99. So yeah, couldn't talk you off that double R for sure. Dream was good, my guy. Good vibes your way. Appreciate that. Always the Sniper's Lounge right back at you. Paola said OG resigning with Knicks. So where Flo's losing his mind. Yeah, we'll see. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm definitely happy that they're doing what I want them to do, everything I asked them to do, but I'm gonna just keep it a band. Like, I don't think they like that. Now, maybe the defense and all that shit do it, but I'll have to see. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm extremely happy, but I just don't know, man. Like, is Mikal Bridges like they got a bunch of mid players to me, not mid like you're not good, but like Jalen Brunson. We'll see, bro. You gonna average 25 and 30 again next year? Maybe you will, because you playing all those minutes and you getting all those shots. Maybe you will, but I just don't know, man. I feel like I'm a stars guy. Like I feel like you needed to get like an Embiid, a Giannis, you know, package that shit somehow and get you a player, not like a Paul George or nothing. Because like Mikal Bridges and Paul George, I feel like almost kind of comparable type shit. Especially if you throw the injury shit out there with Mikal never missing games, but I don't know. It's just like the Knicks team is missing the Like I feel like, and we'll see, because Milwaukee got their own issues. But I feel like a player like Giannis or a player like, because you got to think, Philly wasn't even like, I don't know. I just feel like they need a star, like a mega star. We'll see though. Maybe Jalen Brunson is that. I don't think so. Like I don't think Jalen Brunson is a top. I know he ain't no top 5 player in the league. I don't think he's. I don't know. Maybe he's top 10. Maybe. Is he top 10? Is Jalen Brunson better than Kevin Durant? No. Is he better than Joel Embiid? Sorry, probably not. But if you want to argue that he is, whatever. Is Jalen Brunson better than De'Aaron Fox? Just, I just think it's a lot that goes into being in the New York market. And I think that I don't want to down talk Jalen Brunson. I just feel like he is a guard that gets a lot of usage and a lot of shots. And although you have to be great to get numbers with that, I think that there's a case to be made that if you gave a Ja Morant those same shots, maybe a De'Aaron Fox, name all the point guards in the league like that, a Donovan Mitchell. It's a case to be made. If you gave all those guys that usage, they will put up similar numbers. Now, I know Brunson is a killer, but so can De'Aaron Fox. He could be a killer as well. We've seen that. We've seen that in the playoffs in the 7-game series against the Kings. I mean, against the Warriors. We've seen that. So I say all that to say this. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm happy because I'm like, oh, we wanted Mikal. Oh, we got our Nova guys back together. Yeah, they're listening, But like, I just feel like Giannis would just drop 50 on these niggas' head tops and it'd be like, yeah, like Mikal Bridges with 18, 2 of 6 from 3, Dante DiVincenzo, 16, you know what I'm saying? Fucking OG Anunoby, 13, Julius Randle, 22, Jalen Brunson, 28. And then he'll go Giannis with like 50 on you niggas, and then he got his other guy. I don't know, man. We'll see though. Boston proved that maybe you don't need a top 5 player. Is Tatum even top 5? Probably is. Nah, wait, is Tatum top 5? Embiid, well, not Embiid. Why the fuck I start with Embiid? Jokic, Luka, Giannis. I think Giannis the best player in the league. Either him or Jokic, but yeah, I guess Tatum's after that. I can't think of nobody else. Probably missing somebody. I guess you throw Tatum in there. So I guess Tatum top 5. He's definitely top 10. These niggas ass in the league. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know, man. I feel like these niggas is interchangeable. I feel like they're the interchangeable Knicks. That's what I feel like. I feel like they getting a bunch of guys together. Whereas like Boston got a bunch of guys together, but they had Tatum and Brown. I think that Tatum and Brown, even though I'm not sold on them, even though they won the chip, I still don't think that they're a great tandem of all time. But I'll take Tatum and Brown over Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. So It's one thing to get like, you know, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Porzingis, like to get a squad around those two is one thing, but to get a squad around the other two, I just don't know if it's gonna move the needle like that. But we'll see. I see the Knicks right now are third to win the chip. Now, a lot of that could have to do with them being in the East. If they was in the West, they would not be third to win no chip. So a lot of that could have to do with them being in the East, but very interesting. We'll see. As a Sixer fan, I'm still sick about Mikal 5 years later. Don't be. He ain't like that. We already seen what he did again in the Nets. What y'all want Mikal? What you want him to be our third option? Yeah, that'd be nice. Mikal Bridges is a third option right now, but it's not like this nigga is a franchise changer. Ask the Nets. I mean, he's a good guy that you plug in. And giving up 5 first-round picks for a guy that you plug in, I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, unit management always, gang. Unit management is always extremely important. Always. I kind of like that blowout. Angel might parlay some unders. That blowout angle. Yeah, I definitely the unders. Yeah, I got a round robin for margins that I did that I'll probably drop tomorrow for you guys. I don't think it'll have moved too much. But yeah, it definitely do. Hold on. I definitely gotta sorry, I had to put some tissue on my nose real quick. But I think it's a chance that it could be a blowout. Oh, back to my guy Timmy production. So this is the thing, because I was talking to the homie Soul Bets on the timeline. Long story short, man, like Jonquel Jones. Now, I didn't have much skin in the game. I think I had her on one blunt money bet for 15 points. And I had her to maybe like lead the game in threes. As I had her on 2 blunt money bets. So I didn't have like she did or she didn't. I didn't really, yes, I wanted her to, but I'm not sitting there sweating the unit like, oh, give Jonquel the ball. I'm watching. They missed her the entire first half. Mostly Sabrina. Just completely missed her. Whether on a pick and pop at the free throw line extended, wide open at the free throw line, or just in the middle of the lane with her hands up in the post. I'm just talking about completely missed Shorty. Not even giving her the ball. Then in the third quarter, shit get tight. So y'all was front running. Y'all was feeling y'allself. Y'all was up like 15 in the second quarter when Brina hitting all these threes front running, right? Then all of a sudden, adjustments start coming, cream start rising to the top, and it's tight. Now it's tight at halftime. They got the momentum coming in at halftime. Oh shit. Now it's we got to get the ball into Jonquel. Well, guess what the fuck what? They know that, my nigga. They want y'all to shoot threes on that. They're like, all right, Kayla Thornton, hit 4 more threes in the second half, baby girl. You do that, Commissioner Cup is yours. Sabrina, get 20 more. You got 18, go ahead and get 20 more. You do that, Commissioner Cup yours. What we not about to do is let y'all get this one here in the middle going. And that's what they did. They came out, and from what I saw, they was in a fucking zone. Like a Neva zone where every time they tried to get it into Jonquel, it was people on the left, right, front, back of her. Did she miss a couple layups in the third? Yeah, but look at that tape from yesterday. Every time she got the ball in the third, for the most part, she was surrounded by people. Now look at her in the first half. Every time she rolled, she was wide open. So like I was telling the homie on the timeline, you can't compare. You can't be like, oh, Jonquel selling, Jonquel not being aggressive. Jonquel needs you bitches to give me the ball. I can't do shit until you give me the ball. If I get the ball off of one of the 8 rebounds I have, dribble it up, and try to get into my bag, what she did like once, people gonna look at her like, yo, what is you doing? This is a big time game. Give it to the guard. Let's run the offense. But when Sabrina not looking at all, shooting 30 footers, laying people off, doing floaters that we know is not going to hit when the game really matters, but she doing all that and it's all cool. I can't fault a big for not being in a bag when you got the big 3 shots in the first half, and it's not like she was stat padding. Like in that second half of the first game against the Sparks, not the second game, but in the second half of the first game against the Sparks, she was clearly chasing a triple-double. She had already got her double-digit points. She had like 9 rebounds and 5 assists at halftime or some shit. Or she had like 5 and 5 at halftime. I'm like, okay. And she was clearly turning down shots up 20 to chase her triple-double. That wasn't that yesterday. They didn't give her the ball the whole first half. They tried to force feed her in the third quarter. Didn't work. And then in the fourth quarter, she got a couple touches. So to me, what do I always say on here? Same old Liberty. Let that flashy shit fool you all you want. Yes, they can hit a couple threes. Yeah, they can do this, do that. The Liberty, they're not good to me. They've never been good to me. I've been telling y'all for 2 years straight. And that's why I feel bad, because that's why I'm happy they lost this shit too. Because last year, Commissioner's Cup is when I actually got off of I started to get up off of my angle as the Liberty just being ass. I just always say the Liberty is ass. They're ass. I don't care what you say. The mascot is dope. Liberty, ass. You can't trust them. I've always felt that way. Now, when they, smacked the Aces like 3 straight times last year in games that mattered in Las Vegas, I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm not new information. I get up off my stance. And then they commence to doing what they did in the finals with the Aces team that didn't have nobody but A'ja Wilson. They're ass. They don't have no heart. They don't have no dogs. They're ass. Okay? So I was not surprised that they lost yesterday. Do not put your money on them in the fucking playoffs. They're going to lose. I don't know when, but they're not winning no chip. Do not bet on no futures from them because they just not. Their best player, Breanna Stewart, she don't get nothing easy. Look at all of her shots. If it's not coming off a pin down, she doing a bunch of Kevin Durant turnaround fades with people in her face. She don't get no easy shots. She don't get no wide open shots. Like Breanna, I don't want to say she overrated because she be hitting. And when she get in her bag, she get in her bag, but she don't make the game look easy. All of her shots are difficult. Just watch the games. Y'all get this shit up to 100 likes. We'll watch together, and I'll point out to you guys what I'll be talking about. They're not good. Whereas A'ja Wilson, all of her shit can look easy because you got to give her the mid-range. If you don't, I'm going to drive right by you. So it's really simple. I don't got to do a bunch of dribble, turn around, fade away with somebody. Now, I can do that. She can get in her bag like that. But A'ja, all her game is predicated off the mid-range. You going to give me this midi? Okay, boom. Here go 10 mid-ranges. Now I got 25 before you know it. Oh, you want to guard me? You too slow. I'm about to go around you. Oh, you put a small defender on me? Torture rack. Put you in the post. And I'm not doing turnaround fucking 19-foot fadeaways. I'm doing up and unders, getting the and ones and doing the patented A'ja. So no, Liberty ass. They ass. We're not blaming John Quayle. We blaming them for being ass. They're ass. Dream Girls in the building. Like, share, and sub. Appreciate that. Please do. R.I.P. Nip. You already know the vibes. R.I.P. Kobe and Nip and Gigi. Big facts. Yeah, man. These people. Gang, I tell that Mo and her ass had 7 in the first quarter, had me sweating the whole game. Her ass split free throws to smack the under. Nah, that's a fact. That was dope. And I know she was going to miss a free throw, but I also was waiting for the last bucket. I'm like, yo, the Mo Billings I know, she's going to get a bullshit offensive rebound. And she did get it, and she missed the layup. I was like, all right. But that was a classic dream. Only I would do some shit like that. Like, nigga, you bet the under points and better double-double, and her points is 8.5? That's some degenerate shit, but it'd be a method by my man. Just like I said, she ended up getting wild minutes, and then she still went under. I didn't expect her to go under playing 30-something minutes, but it was either she going to get minutes off the bench or she going to get her normal allotment of minutes before Taj got there. And if she get her normal allotment of minutes plus 1,000 for a double-double, that's just crazy. Woj in the building. What's the vibes? Like the video, please do that. You know the vibes. Kevin James said hit the like button. Hope all is good, gang. Stay safe, man. All is great. Enjoying this summer. I don't really got no plans for the night. I might have to make some plans. Other than that, man, do a little more capping. Spend about an hour and a half capping. Maybe watch a movie or two, man. Just got much going on, and sometimes that's good. Kevin James, what do you think of that Macau trade? I actually just said it, but we'll see, man. I don't want to poo-poo it. Like, I don't want to like downplay it, but It's Mikal Bridges. He showed me already, like, nigga, you. And when I say niggas is ass, I'm talking about for my standards. Like, I watched this nigga be ass last year, like not covering this 2.5 3-point line. Like, you're the only guy they got. You and Cam. How are you not scoring 20 points a game? The defense ain't fucking caring about you that much, nigga. You're the Nets. They know they're gonna win. They're not planning. They're not sending double teams to you. You can't even score 20 on single coverage with all the usage you want. By the end of the season, that's Cam Johnson team or Cam Thomas team. So Mikal, yeah, he'll lock some shit up. He hit a corner three, but 5 first-round picks for that? Nigga, I'm doing that for Giannis. Embiid, even a banged-up Embiid. That's what I'm doing, but we'll see. Damani, I don't even bet like that, but I'll pull up because Dream funny as fuck. Yeah, man, come for the bet, stay for the takes, man. Try to have y'all busting at y'all gut. Pause. That wasn't even a pause. That just sounded weird. But I just like to have the audience laugh, and I do a bunch of different things. So like I'll have like a stone face where people think like I'm serious, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking ranting, and I'm literally joking the whole time or just making fun of it. So yeah, the more you watch, the more you kind of get the dryness of the joke. So sometimes I'm just flat out joking, but I'm rarely serious on stream unless I'm talking about bets. Folks forgetting Randall coming back, taking shots in possession. Yeah, and I said this on stream too. They needed to trade that nigga. I've been saying, like, I don't know if Brunson is like that, but he got to go. Julius Randle got to go because I just feel like, now maybe they had to talk, but I have visions, and I ain't even a Knicks fan. So I can imagine how Knicks fans feel. I got visions of this nigga like waving Brunson off and doing like a jab step 3-pointer contested like 5 times a game. Why? He got to get up out of there. He got to go. You know. Shit, they already got their 4. OG Anunoby. Get Randall up out of there. But Randall built that bitch. No matter what you want to say, Randall built it. Randall, that season he had, that MVP type season he had, that brought the fire back to the Garden. I don't care what niggas say. He was top 10 this year, but not overall, in my opinion. Yeah, I gotta look. He ain't better than Shea. He's probably, is he better than Ant Edwards? Nah. But you can make a case, but I wouldn't want him over Ant Edwards. I'd take Ant Edwards over him just because of the pure potential. But right now, in a 7-game series, who would I want? Ant or Brunson? Probably Brunson, man. Probably Brunson. But not Shea. Not Luka. I probably would want Tatum over him too. Swiper better. Yeah, I mean, put it this way. We know he's a better defender. We know that, right? Now, he might not be a better shot maker. Excuse me, what is his hair? Pause. He might not be a better shot maker than Jalen Brunson, but he's not a terrible shot maker. We know the boy got, we seen De'Aaron Fox in a 7-game series against, either, I think they were the defending champions that year. So, it's not like, I don't think Brunson is that far ahead of De'Aaron Fox. And we don't say De'Aaron Fox is a top 10 player. But that Garden do something to you, man. That Garden to turn you into a superstar, a megastar. Durant is probably going to get traded. I agree. I think that I mean, poor KD. Shout out to the Nets, too. Another thing the Nets did, they got their picks back. They traded with Houston, got their picks back, and Houston got Phoenix picks now. So wouldn't that be crazy if Phoenix, that would be crazy. If KD end up in Houston and Houston just traded for all Phoenix picks in like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. That would be crazy. But yeah, I hope Durant goes to my young team, my young boys. Y'all know I'm all about Detroit and Houston. I'm all about them. Dumbass Lakers didn't draft Cam Whitmore. But yeah, I'm all about my young teams, my young boys. So hopefully KD goes there, get them guys in the right direction. I think that'd be a great fit. D Fox for sure. Knicks committed the worst case of tampering of all time. Yeah, that it was wild tempering too. Like them niggas, they ain't make no secret. And Mikal Bridges wasn't making no secret either. Like he was tired of Brooklyn. That's a fact. Temperate of all time, just to create a first team all blue guy roster. Yo, that's fucking disrespectful, Woj. I thought I was being a little dismissive. That's crazy. But yeah, that's like the worst case scenario of what I feel about the trade. Yeah. My boy said they created a first team all glue guy roster. Get bounced and fired by the Celtics. I'm just saying, man. Outside of Brunson, who gonna get their own shot? And don't say Mikal Bridges. He not like that. So what we gonna do is we're gonna stick Jaylen Brown on Brunson the same way we stuck him on Luka, and get to work. Now, if I'm New York, I'm like, good luck, nigga, because we about to stick OG and Mikal on Tatum and Brown. Good luck there. Hey, I feel you. I feel you. Bet the under. That's all I would say. Bet the under. I feel you. That's a lot for Mikal Bridges. Like this ain't like 2 years ago, niggas thought Mikal Bridges was that guy. Not that guy right now. Not that guy. Swiper, Monk better than whoa. Okay, wait. Swiper and Monk is better than Brunson and Hart, whoever on that roster. Offensively, yes. Definitely not all together. Josh Hart, man. Because with me, Monk, if he not scoring, he can only affect the game by maybe passing. And truly, if you ain't scoring, we're not afraid of the pass. Josh Hart cannot score and affect the game in a myriad of ways, defensively, rebounding, passing the ball. So I can't agree with you there. I would definitely take Brunson and Hart over Swiper and Monk. Now, offensively, just getting buckets, it's no competition. Monk could get hot and be better on one night than everybody that you mentioned. That's how talented Malik Monk is. If he get hot, he one of the best scorers in the league. There's no question about that. Paola with Tibbs as the coach and B would never survive. So I was watching a podcast that I didn't even know was out. It's funny that this happened too. I was watching the Knicks, them players, they got a podcast. I don't know if it's Brunson or Josh Hart or whoever podcast, but they was all on there. It was Hart, Brunson, maybe DiVincenzo, but it was somebody else who were Hart, Brunson, and Tibbs. And they asked him straight out, yo, Tibbs, how do you feel about everybody saying like you run us into the ground and you play your players all this? Tibbs had a great answer. He said, yo, would people know that Jalen Brunson only averaged 33 minutes a game this year? Josh Hart only averaged 34 minutes a game this year? People wouldn't know that because all they do is pay attention to the 1 or 2 games that I tell you guys to prepare for going into the season. So he basically said before at training camp, he's telling these niggas like, yo, y'all need to make sure y'all train and be ready to play 48 some games. But they don't play 48 all the games. So I say that to say this, Embiid would be okay. Because by the end of the season, Embiid would average 32 minutes. Now, would some games Tibbs leave him in a little too long? And would that hurt, add to injury? Yeah. But I don't think Tibbs will run Embiid into the ground. I think that's a false narrative that we use. Because even he said, he was like, yo, in the Pacers series, Josh Hart only averaged 34 minutes a game. Now, I think that's also the series that Josh Hart got hurt in. So maybe that's not a fair assessment because I think he missed like a whole half of that game being hurt or some shit, half of a game. But again, that's just not something you would think. You would have thought all the Knicks starters was averaging 40 minutes. That's what you would have thought. But Tibbs said they wasn't. So very interesting. Top 8, D-Book better than Tatum. Nah, I can't give you that. Offensively, maybe, probably offensively, but Tatum, that defense and that rebounding, man. And Tatum's probably a better passer. Both of them could pass the ball good. Book showed me a lot with his passing this year, but now I can't do it. Tied for second with the Nuggets. Yeah, tied for second. Tied. Not even, Tasha Howard, 20 and 10, plus 12,000 on DK. I actually like that. I like that. I'm not going to play it right now, but I will. I will put that down. Oh, excuse me. That's not bad at all. Sometimes you can get some value on them player specials. I bet Commissioner's Cup total range 171 to 180 for plus 400 at the end of the third. They broke my heart with all the late fouls. Yeah, broke my heart too, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And that's kind of what happened. Now we had a good chance, but again, it's Sabrina with the bullshit floater when she should have been shooting a three. You're down 6 with 12 seconds left. Why are you shooting a floater? This is what I'm talking about. That's not Mamba mentality. It's not. It's just not. She's trying to get her numbers. That's it. Yeah, I'm actually about to play that right now. I don't want to have too much on Tosh getting 20, but that's very good value there. 20 and 10 for Tosh. Throw that in the cord real quick. Good shit, Paola. Thank you. Tell that. Throw that in the cord ski for a 10th of a unit. And I did my patented call out. So I called her out. I was waiting for her to have like 8 fourth quarter points. And I'm like, yo, stat pad now. I want to see it. I thought she about to pop out. Nope. Bridges are soft. I don't know if he's soft. 5 picks for a broke man's station. Yo, that Tayshaun Prince. That's what it remind me of, though. Tayshaun Prince. That's a fact. 5 picks is crazy. All for Villanova circles. Yo, y'all's going crazy in 2024. That's thinking what's the vibes. Durant is cheeks now. He is not. KD is not. KD can, well, I don't know. Cheeks is relative, but KD averaged like 25 on 50% shooting again last year, didn't he? Ain't nobody. Brunson is never going to do that. I'll tell you that. Not on 50% shooting. Maybe for a series. He will never do that in his career. What's good, Dream? Just curious to know if you bet on football too. Yeah. You must not have been here when we were talking about the plus 10,000 we hit with Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns. Now, football is my weakest sport, but I only cap 2 sports. So we made money every month this year. We made money every month starting in September. We were profitable. And of course, September was football. Now, September was a month that was challenging because it was football. And like I say, I'm way better, I believe, at capping basketball than football. But I have my end goals. I have things that I bet in football. College football is my probably best though. Like low key, even though I don't talk about it, college football, I go crazy in college football. I'm really good in college football. I'm pretty good at calling out upsets in college football. And college basketball is my sport. I just don't bet it until March Madness. We go absolutely apeshit in March Madness. Those who know. Durant gonna fold in Houston, ruin chemistry. Nah, KD is. I disagree. I think KD is laid back. All the young boys, they're gonna embrace KD because he's a legend, and KD is gonna sit back because you got to remember who was just on that team. If they could take Dylan Brooks, bro, KD is nothing. KD don't bother nobody. KD don't want to be a leader. All KD want to do is play the right way, show up, get 25, shoot 50%, play a little defense, and go home. He don't want to have to yell at niggas and say, get over here, do this. He don't want to have to do that. He don't got to. That's Van Fleet. That's Udoka. So KD is perfect for that team. They don't have a go-to guy. I love Jalen Green, but he's not a go-to guy. They need a guy that here's the ball, everybody move, you're going to have to double him. That's Kevin Durant. And that will be Kevin Durant, by the way, for the next 3 years. You'll have to double the same way you got to double LeBron sometimes in the post. You're going to have to double Kevin Durant for the next 2 to 3 years. Don't get it twisted. And that's really makes you a great offensive player. If you draw a double team, you're a great offensive player because you're automatically getting other people open. Whether or not you score or not, you're drawing that attention. So I don't know. Durant, Curry, Kawhi, Harden, Crybaby, aka LeBron James are all washed. Hell no. Nah, you trying to usher out. You trying to do the Kevin Nash, except for them niggas they gonna bop you, bro. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't Hogan and Flair right there, bro. Them niggas still got it. Steph Curry, shit. Even LeBron, he ain't playing no defense, but LeBron's gonna average 25, 7, and 7 next year. Now, will it be on reduced defense? Will it be with a little bit of stat pattery? And maybe I'll talk about that before we get up out of here. How LeBron, this is why LeBron's not the GOAT. Listen to Dream. I told you guys, this is why Drake is not, he's not even considered a top 5, top 10 rapper ever. He's a great musician. He's not a top rapper. I told you guys that. And now you see, as more and more and more reference tracks come out, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. And you'll see that about LeBron eventually. He's not that guy. But with that being said, 25, 6, and 6 this year. He's doing it. Probably on 45 to 50% shooting. At like 40. That ain't washed. Washed is what we seen, Daz Diggity. You're a little older than me. Washed is, Karl Malone, and he really wasn't that washed with the Lakers. Karl Malone with the Lakers. That's washed. Steph Curry is going to average 25 points. And you put Steph Curry on the Knicks next year, he's the best player. You put Steph Curry on the Bucks, take Dame off the Bucks, shit. Steph Curry's still that nigga. Harden, okay. But this the thing about this guy. There's a reason all these guys still got max contracts. Harden is always going to be one of the best passers in the league. You're not ever going to get around that. He's always going to be one of the best pick and roll players in the league. And this is a pick and roll league. So you're always going to have to pay him max money. Whether or not his step back three is hitting or not, whether or not he getting to the free throw line or not anymore, whether or not he played defense, there are no, who's a better pick and roll player in the league than James Harden? Tyrese Halliburton? And that's what the league is, pick and roll. Luka? That's it. LeBron? That's it. Them niggas, nah, bro. Harden ain't why. Now, Kawhi, injuries, probably. But again, like, don't have a short memory, gang. Kawhi had his best season in years, played most of the games, and then toward the end of the season got hurt. So I'm not going to say they washed, they just old and injured. But KD's going to have a really good season next year. Curry's going to have a great season next year. Kawhi, I'm not sure. Harden is going to do what he does, going to average 8, 9, 10 assists. Even though he's ass, you still can't stop him from averaging 10 assists. And LeBron James is going to give you 25, 6, and 8. So, those fragile ass legs ain't going to last that much longer. This basketball, baby. This ain't football. Go to your local YMCA. Matter of fact, just Google any old NBA player. It's like, nah. KD got a skill that he always going to be able to cash out on, y'all. And it's that length and it's that shot. You ain't going to be able to stop it. You ain't going to be able to stop it. And he's already came back from an Achilles. So he heals pretty well. Yep, that's an under series. That's a fact. I'm betting unders in that series. Bet under game totals and player props. Monk useless when he off. Yeah. He could pass, but I kind of agree with that. Hart way better. I agree with that. What we talking about? I don't know about way better, but yeah, for sure. Paula said that's because Pacers blew them out the game and Hart got hurt. Yeah, I feel like he was cooking the books with that. These dudes take so horrible, passes me what he's smoking. It's a safe space here, safe state. Paula said, I'm not running with the narrative. I've seen too many games of Tibbs to count. Even before the Bulls, the reason Hart only averaged 32 is because he's a bench player. I understand he had to play more. Nah, Hart starts. Oh, maybe you talking about, okay, I see what you said. For the season, he was a bench player. But I don't know about Jalen Brunson. Let's see. Let's look up Jalen Brunson. Let's see. Because he took, Yeah, Jalen Brunson only averaged 35.4 minutes this season, y'all. I'm just saying. And we know Tibbs don't do that. Play one quarter, play one half, sit out. If your ass playing, your ass playing. So we got to give him his flowers now. We got to keep it real now. Yeah, 35. Now let's look at Joel Embiid. How many minutes did Joel Embiid average per game this season? Shocker. 33.6. So, I mean, I think we would all think that Brunson's minutes, well, I'm just saying, even still, he only played 36 minutes or 35 minutes. And Embiid only played, if we doing the math, Embiid only played 100 more seconds a game than Jalen Brunson. Joel Embiid, Mr. Load Management his damn self, only played 100 less seconds a game than Jalen Brunson. Be very careful. I see you out here. I see you out here, Tibbs. I'm telling y'all, Tibbs had that energy. Like, yo, hold on now. Now let's look at somebody who we know leads the league in minutes. Who plays every minute of every game? We would have said Josh Hart, but let's go De'Aaron Fox. Because these coaches know what they're doing. Yep. De'Aaron Fox, 35.6 minutes a game. Wait, hold on. I might have been looking at Embiid points. Oh, no, I wasn't. Nope. 33.6. De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox actually played more minutes a game than Jalen Brunson. De'Aaron Fox, 35.9. Jalen Brunson, what was Jalen Brunson? 35.4. Yeah, man. So I saw that, and none of this shocks me because these coaches, like all the numbers they have, all the analytics, they're going to make sure by the end of the season that you're playing less than you're like. The thing in the NBA is you play 3 quarters, you sit 1 quarter. That's what starters do. That's why there's 48 minutes in a game, and generally you want your starters to play 36. You play 3 quarters, you sit 1 quarter. You go toward the end of the season, I guarantee you now, this is what you're going to see. Because these coaches, they get paid too much. These are multi-billion-dollar corporations. They're not going to let their biggest investment, Jalen Brunson, like they have teams that they know. That's why he can play you 48 minutes one time, because he knows the way your rotations are set up. That's already baked in the cake. That's what he was saying. It's already baked in for you to play 7 games the entire game. That's why you only play 33 minutes on average, because we're going to need you. So interesting, but not surprising. These coaches know exactly what they're doing. Let's look at Halliburton. Somebody young. Halliburton stats. How many minutes did he average this year? 32 minutes a game. 32 for Tyrese Halliburton. Let's go to a rookie, a young rookie dog, Paolo Banchero. 35 minutes. You're not going to see, like, matter of fact, fuck all this. NBA league leader in minutes. We are in the analytical time. Ain't nobody, it ain't, I'm telling you, they not having that shit. Look at that. Yeah. And it kind of goes with what I said. The highest minutes played this season, DeMar DeRozan, 38 minutes a game. And he was under 38, 37.8. Nobody in the league played more than 38 minutes a game, but the way the narrative is with Tibbs and other coaches too, you would think, oh my God, at least somebody in the Knicks played 48 minutes a game. Actually, nobody in the Knicks is probably even, wow. Yeah, nobody in the Knicks is top 13. I'll name you all the guys this year that played more minutes per game than Jalen Brunson. A lot of these niggas older than him. A lot of these niggas y'all said was washed. Kevin Durant, the washed guy, right? 5th in the league, 37 minutes a game. right after the Iron Man, Mikal Bridges, 37.4. So when we say these things, we got to be very careful. KD washed, but he was 5th in the league in minutes, averaged 25, and probably shot 50% from the field. Y'all think he washed though? Y'all think them legs gonna give up? If them legs was giving out on him, I would have thought that he would have went down to 30 minutes. KD is a freak of fucking nature. KD is gonna be able to do this until he's 45 if he wants to. Just like that old nigga in the gym that can't nobody guard. Watch the big three. Them niggas, watch Greg Monroe in the big three. That man is fucking 45 years old. Paul Millsap, the only reason why these niggas not in the league no more is because they can't move. They're not fast enough to move anymore. But these are professional players. You put them in a spot on the court, they're going to shoot 100 of 120 from that spot. KD, that's not the guy that you want to hit your wagon to not being able to play until he's 45. LeBron, yes. Because LeBron now, and that's another nigga that you don't want to. But if I had to choose, it's LeBron. His game is predicated on athleticism. Now, yeah, he can definitely pass the ball. He can play in the post. KD don't need no athleticism in his game. KD is a shooter. That nigga gonna be able to beat Klay Thompson his whole career. When KD can't create a shot no more, they're gonna sit him in the corner. You leaving KD? You watching this? You leaving KD in the corner? You ain't gonna last. You ain't gonna last as a coach, nigga. Shorty, whoever watching this. So be very careful. DeMar DeRozan, 37.8 minutes. Tyrese Maxey, 37.5 minutes. Luka the Don, 37.5 minutes. You see how all these analytic teams know what they're doing. Mikal Bridges, 37.4. KD, 37.2. Fred VanVleet, 36.8. Kobe White, 36.5. So I don't know. Maybe we need to start looking into Billy Donovan instead of Tibbs. I'm just going by the numbers. I'm just going to be an analytical nerd. I know we normally eye test, and our eye tests tell us that Tibbs run niggas into the ground. But when you look at the actual numbers, it would appear that Billy Donovan is the one who's running his top two players into the ground. Both of Billy Donovan's top two players average more than both of them is the top 7. Average more than any Knick player. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Not another Phoenix Sun. So we got 2 Phoenix Suns and 2 Chicago Bulls with their minutes higher than any Tibbs guy. Yeah, I'm with you, Tibbs. I feel you, Tibbs. Tibbs says straight out, I don't give a fuck what they say. That's what he said. And now I'll see why he says that. Now, will he always get a bad rap for leaving his players in the game too long when we feel like the game is out of hand? Yes. That's what got D Rose hurt. Yes. He will always get a bad rap for that, and it'll probably be deserved. But he does not overplay his players. He doesn't. Tatum, 35.7. Fox, 35.9. Sabonis. God damn. So we got 2 players on the Kings, 2 players on the Suns, and 2 players on the Bulls who all played more minutes than anybody from the Knicks. I love seeing shit like this. Dejounte Murray, or whatever his name is, 35.7. And the shocker of all shockers, and this really puts this in perspective, Anthony Davis played more minutes this season per game than Jalen Brunson did. Yeah. I see why Tibbs like fuck y'all. I see why Tibbs like fuck y'all. I see it. I see it. And also, what's so funny about that, AD played more, then you got Brunson, but after that, it's 2 old niggas. So you got frail AD, 35.5, Brunson, 35.4, then you got Damian Lillard, 35.3, and then LeBron James, yes, the washed 40-year-old guy, LeBron James, played we played 10 less seconds a game did Jalen Brunson. So Jalen Brunson's on the LeBron James. He's fine. These guys are fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. These guys are fine. All right, let's go through the comments real quick before we get up out of here. He had to play more minutes. Yeah, we went through that though. If D Book was in the East, what would he average? If D Book was in the East, D Book would be going absolutely ape shit, my nigga. I don't know if that's what you're saying or not. The West is harder. The West got better defenders. The West got better teams. Devin Booker in the East would be an MVP candidate. Devin Booker might be the best player in the East. The best player in the East is Embiid and Tatum. Devin Booker will come out in the East and show his absolute ass. Now, is he better than those guys? Probably not. But Booker come out East and go crazy. And B was playing 3 quarters because he was scoring 40 in 3 quarters. And then he got hurt. No, but it's still per game. It's still per game, though. It's per game. KD still got it. Yeah, KD, he always gonna have it. KD is a freak. He's a freak. Get behind some Donovan Mitchell, some Donovan. Yeah, yo, it's so funny. I was watching something today, and the name popped up I hadn't seen in a while, y'all. Vinny Del Negro. I was like, damn, I remember him being a Bulls coach for a minute. He was nice, and they ended up firing him, and I know niggas was not happy. I don't know why Vinny Del Negro name just came across my timeline today. Yeah, Suns don't have a bench. That's true. Donovan's a maniac with minutes. Ayo was playing 40 a night when he was back in the fold, too. I see. It's crazy. Exactly. The West is always the hardest. Yeah, the West is the hardest. Now, the only thing with Book, and Book showed a lot to me this year with the passing. Clearly, he's not a point guard, but he showed me a lot with the passing. So he definitely can pass the ball, and he definitely can score the ball. But Tatum, gotta remember, man, Tatum led that finals team in points, rebounds, and assists. You know, I think Tatum ain't as good as a passer as Booker, but when you like 4 inches taller, you don't got to be as good as a passer. We know you're a way better rebounder, and we know y'all probably about the same scoring. Maybe Booker's a better scorer, but that size, man, that you can't teach that. You can't teach 6'10". And you know, I gotta give it to Tatum over Book. And Embiid, that's the same thing. Embiid is better than all these niggas, but not in a must-win game. But if you just put these niggas on the court, if you judge by skill set, Embiid has one of the best skill sets of all time. It's not even close. With his athletic ability and his size, what can Embiid do on the court? There's nothing. He can dribble between his legs. He can go behind his back. He can hit you he can cross you over. He can hit the 3. He can hit the mid-range. He can dunk on you. He can be Shaq if he wants to be. He just don't want to. He got the post game. On defense, he can block shots. He can steal a ball. I'm not going to say he can guard 1 through 5, but he can get the bolts out there. And if he really need to, he can guard a 3 if he have to. Embiid got maybe the illest skill set of all time. That's not Kevin Durant's. Like just a skill set. But skill sets don't make you a player. It's a part of it. So I can't say Embiid better than Tatum when I trust Tatum more in a game 7 than Embiid. Embiid is starting to get like hardened to me. Dead ass. Like, I'm not going to forget that Tyrese Maxey saved these niggas. Tyrese Maxey the one who saved Philly. Like, Embiid was fouling niggas on purpose, flagrant niggas, not getting called. Tyrese Maxey was missing free throws and then still hitting threes to push shit into overtime and shit. Like, yeah, man, Embiid, he's super nice, but I don't trust that nigga like that. I can't give Embiid shit. He closer to Harden now to me than Tatum. So I got to give Tatum the best player in the East right now. I got to give it to Tatum for sure. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Giannis. I'm tripping. I'm out of my mind. It's Giannis. It's Giannis. Not close. It's Giannis. But after that, then Tatum. All right, again. Nice hour and a half stream. Just shot the shit for a little while. Tomorrow, try and have a guest on. Probably start the show earlier, just to knock it out, you know. Maybe have a couple more blunt money bets for y'all, but I don't want to have too many blunt money bets because the thing about blunt money bets is, you know, I can literally make 50 of those and then I don't want to get out of hand, especially when I don't have that many straight bets. I only have, as of now, 4 straight bets. Well, actually 5 with the Angel Reese shit. And I don't foresee myself having many more straight bets. So when you have that, you don't have a lot of straight bets, there's only so much money I can make off my straight bets. Like, I always assume I'm going to lose every blunt money bet. Now, that doesn't happen often, but that's what I always assume. So if I have 2 units of blunt money bets or 2.5 units of blunt money bets, I'm already assuming I'm starting at a minus 250 loss for units. That's why blunt money bets tend to go down with the amount of units I play. So, I'm going to try to keep this. I'm not sure how many units I put on blunt money bets so far, but I'll count up my total units. I think I got like 4 units in straights out there, 4.5 units in straights. So we'll probably be keeping the blunt money bets pretty tight. Let me see. 20, 50, 55, 80, 105, 135, 155, 165. So 165, maybe another half unit of blunt money bets, maybe. Maybe. We shall see. But all right, gang. I should do some first baskets for tomorrow. I should research some first baskets. Oh, lines is going up. Now that square 4-legger is now only a plus 101. And we're looking at 4 games at minus 9.5 on FanDuel. And we're looking at 3 games at minus 9.5 and 1 game at minus 10 on FanDuel for tomorrow WNBA. And on DraftKings, we're looking at an 8.5, a 10, a 10.5, and a 9.5. So we'll see what happens. All right, gang. As always, I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out to show some love. Sub to the Cap Collective Discord for all the plays. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number 1. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Bets. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, all that shit. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash. We got to have it. So let's get it.